Jungkook understood Taehyung did all this. What should I do with this crazy boy? He was left thinking. I paused his lips. Son, he didn't answer. Taehyung saw him silent and asked, Uncle, the thing is that I had settled Rumi's relation long ago with my friend's brother. Grandpa knew in his family, he said seriously, while placing the cup of coffee on the table, on which everyone, including Grandpa, looked at him in surprise. Taehyung, standing by the door, placed his hand on his heart. I had fixed Rumi's relationship a year ago, today. At that time, Inva's brother was in Spain. Now he has come to Korea. So, we will fix the wedding date soon. Jungkook took a deep breath and started telling them the whole story in detail, on which they all looked at him in surprise. Son, you never mention it. Grandpa asked with regret. When will you all aware of Rumi's existence? Which I told you before. He shook his head and said. They paused his lips and cursed Jungkook. Rumi became my brother's bride only. They spoke angrily. They came to kitchen and started banging the plates on the shelf in anger. What did you think? And what had happened? I had even bought an engagement dress, but all my dreams were destroyed. They had grumbled angrily. Taehyung? They turned to him in shock. He had put both of his hands in his pocket and was looking at their face very carefully. They scratched up his note and looked at the kitchen's window. That was clear expression of displeasure. I'm going to office. Take care of yourself. He came closer to him and kissed Taehyung's head, said in a very low tone, at which his heart started pounding. Jungkook had left, while Taehyung was left cursing that unseen existence. Rumi got married to my brother. That's it. I accept her as my sister-in-law for a long time. Now, I will never be patient. Jungkook, just wait and watch. What your wife does. Taehyung muttered to himself in a strong tone, leaning against the shelf. I don't know. You should talk again. I want to make Rumi my own wife. They sat down and spoke to Taehyung in a stubborn tone, pressing him. Son, he won't agree. Grandpa was telling that he's very stubborn. Once he gave his word, he won't come back down. He won't agree. We have found another girl for him, Taehyung said while staring at his son. I think I have to do something. Taehyung muttered helplessly. If I get your complaint now, remember this time I will beat you a lot. Taehyung considered it his duty. They threatened Taehyung. They formed in response. One was standing in the balcony, remained silent. So, Jungkook had already fixed Rumi's relation. He paused his lips, thinking anxiously. He felt a rum was rising in his heart. Who are you? Seeing the young boy dressed in a brown shirt and black pants, sitting in his lounge, he raised an eyebrow and asked. The boy stood up and looked at Tae. My name is Tae. I want to meet Rumi. The boy spoke very politely. They were shocked, and then looked at him carefully. Oh, so this is Rumi's fiancé. I won't let anyone marry Rumi. He didn't know Taehyung yet. They were staring at him angrily and thought. The boy was scared to see his angry gaze. Hey, are you standing? Sit down. They spoke up in a sweet tone right away, to which the boy was surprised. Huh? he said in surprise. Yeah, I have asked you to sit down. I'll make tea for you. You know, people came from far to drink my tea. They made him sit down and ran toward the kitchen in his own glory. The boy kept listening his word in surprise. Drink tea, they said in a surprise while offering tea to the boy, on which the boy had held the cup anxiously. They sat on the sofa in front of him, wiping his hand. The boy shook his head while looking at the tea. Yeah, you should call Rumi. The boy spoke this time with shyness. Hun had also come to the lounge by then. He stopped looking at that unknown being. They saw Hun and stood up suddenly, came in front of him. Who is he, Hyung? He asked in surprise. This is Rumi's future husband. But you don't worry, I'll handle everything. He spoke quickly. After seeing the dark shadow on Hun's face, Hun continued to look at his Hyung in response. Come sit down, Hun, and watch. I'll drop him away so that he will not come here again. You don't worry, your Hyung is here. They consoled him and sat down in front of the boy, with his leg crossed. Drink tea and consider yourself lucky that you are getting the honor of drinking tea from a hand, they said with a proud neck. The boy helplessly started taking a sip of tea. He got shocked while taking the first sip. There was salt in the tea instead of sugar. People came from far for this tea. The boy spoke in surprise. They started staring at him at his word. What do you mean? He said in sharp lips. Nothing. You just call Rumi. I have to go quickly, otherwise. Sir. What, sir? First drink tea. You can't live without drinking tea, he said with a great anger, on which Hun smiled, saying his Hyung. I can't drink this. You have put salt in this instead of sugar. You asked someone to make another one, and I will drink that. The boy said in surprise. Wow. Tell someone, listen, our house is out of sugar. That's all there is to drink. They spoke angrily. Oh God, why did I came here? The boy said in his heart, getting angry. Well, how much is your salary? They asked in anger. What? The boy spoke in surprise, immediately put the teacup on the table, saying that he would never drink this tea, even if he died. Tell me, Jay, are you still here? Since when I did send you to get the file? And you're still here. The words were left in the middle. At the cold voice, the three of them were shocked and turned toward the door, where he was wearing a white shirt, black coat. In his arm, he was staring at three of them. Sir, they were not giving me a chance to say anything. They have bothered me a lot. Taehyung and Hun looked at Jungkook with pale face. Rumi,